EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to USAA Stadium, the home of the Madden Championship Series. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Terrell Davis. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
They keep it with Davis on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
To the right, yeah. Joe.
Throwing Nix. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Davis will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
7, Saints 0.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80. Steady.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he goes out right around the 39. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Got a man right side, and Sharp. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, here's Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
To throw is Nix. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. The first down carry for Davis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Bombers. Ready.
Nix to the air. This one caught by Davis. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Nix. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Nix. He completes this to Sutton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. The tight end in motion right. Nix looking to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO, he'll keep it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, a 20-yard touchdown.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Okay, ready?
Second and a couple.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now he'll try to run with this. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback, and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping it air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback. Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. That's going to be incomplete. Well, it looked like he had him for a second, but the razzle-dazzle will not work out. It's 2nd down.
Second down and 15 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Nix. A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. Open man right side is caught, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Back to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
Jaguars 17, Saints nothing.
A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Come on.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's Cunningham. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And he's going to be touched down here. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Down the left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Adrian Peterson, 55 yards. And the Saints take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. And oh, it's wide right. No good. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Saints 7.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Inside give to Davis. Down the right sideline. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Saints 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
They'll go play action with Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. There's that man, Travis Hunter. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback. As everybody was up at the line of scrimmage, he just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Now a quick throw to Moss. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Cunningham. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Cunningham to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Here's Davis running right. My word, it'll be nothing short of a monstrous loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and forever. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Bombers.
Operating from the gun. Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. When you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a meat.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taking it about the 36. It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Come on, Cuddy.
Cunningham looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Ready?
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Cunningham.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it. even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. T.J. Hockenson, 32 yards.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Up the middle to Davis. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
A short throw to Ingram.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 6.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side, complete to Cup.
And he will have a Jaguars first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
So it's the Jaguars who come away with a win, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he's instrumental in earning this victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
Well, folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Here's the kicker, Harrison Mevis, out to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throw out wide by Cunningham, complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Patriots' 38-yard line.
Come on, set. Pat the 60, pat the 60.
The first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 11 yards there, first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Here's Cunningham from the gun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough. A fumble, really.
Ready.
Now Cunningham. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 5 yards from the end zone, first and goal.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Go.
They'll run with Peterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They go option right on second and goal. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Let's go. Ready,
Back to throw. Cunningham. And it's caught. Touchdown. T.J. Hockenson with an amazing diving catch. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. That was a big throw right there on third and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on third and goal. Because really, second down, second and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. Third down, you're usually sure they're probably going.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go play action now. May. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. May. Connects with Kittle underneath. Oh, able to avoid him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Patriot 1st down.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9. They'll throw with May. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 6-0 our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the shotgun, May with it. He'll try and do this himself. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it with May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They'll start by running the option to the right. Past the 20. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Randall Cunningham, 47 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point forthcoming. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And a fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, it's May. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Hunter. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave it. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Operating from the gun, Cunningham. This is Smith with the ground. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
At the 32-yard line.
Here we go, start. 70 Lions.
Looking to throw. Cunningham. Here's a screen to Powell. Adrian Peterson. Inside the 20. Touchdown. Adrian Peterson. 67 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On play action, May. His throw incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. To throw, it's May. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
And how about about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Oh, secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
Cam Little to kick off.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go, Reed, go. Steady.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adrian Peterson, 65 yards. And the Saints are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
A gain of 26
A good pickup
yards.
there, 26
That's
yards.
good for a Rams.
I tell you
First
what,
down.
when you're down on the scoreboard,
First and
you've got to
10 at
look
the
to your
24-yard
stars,
line.
and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Sunday.
They go play fake. Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And Mahomes will do it himself. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
In motion, Hill. And again, it's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A play fake. Now Cunningham. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Come on. Hit. Cowboy 80. Ready up.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Here we go. Start. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Go.
He's going to try and do this himself. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Hey. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Here's Cunningham. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
Randall Cunningham sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Let's go. 19-18. Ready.
Now a quick throw to Moss. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's
Third and 12.
Back. Gotta be lying. Let's go.
Now Cunningham. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's good.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
In motion, Hill. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Rams are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Cam Little to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
It's second down.
Cunningham to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They're going to try and throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change? It's Brian Branch with it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. Mahomes going to throw. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, LA! Puka Nacua, 60 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, I'm just sitting back in my chair. Let's get eased in with a couple runs. No. Boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Cunningham. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick six.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they're defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Saints 7. Cam Little to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Hey, 57, 57, back, back, yellow, yellow.
Now Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, that is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the gun, it's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now Cunningham. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
13 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Throw left side complete. That's Moss.
And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it, as he gets wiped out on that one.
Cunningham looking to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Mean Joe Green breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
7 yards.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
And Mahomes will do it himself.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Brings up 3rd down.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Looking to throw.
And Mahomes will do it himself.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
And Mahomes will do it himself. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading.
Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's his safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
In motion, Hill. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, LA! Puka Nacua. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams are able to add on to that lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. That's going to be caught by Moss. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Randall Cunningham, 39 yards. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2, and they're back within 2 scores, down 15 now. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trayvon Walker, his 2nd sack of the night. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And Mahomes will do it himself. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Mahomes will do it himself. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Well, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And that's going to be incomplete.
No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Cunningham. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack.
It's 2nd down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Cunningham.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Off play action, it's Cunningham.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion.
Mean Joe Green bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Cougar 19.
Looking to throw. Cunningham. Here's a screen to Powell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Throw left side, complete to Moss. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
The RPO, he'll keep it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen.
along the shores of Lake Erie. The Dog Pound already in full roar. We welcome you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. So good to have you here with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson getting set for kickoff here. Greg, no matter how many ways we look at this game, it always comes down to one stat, doesn't it? How you taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it's just so crazy, Mike, that every single week, no matter how complex these matchups get and how many factors there are to determining who wins and who loses any game in the NFL, at the top of the list, the most important metric that everybody studies, can you protect the ball on offense and can you take it away on defense? And I don't think today's matchup is any different. Can you be aggressive and take care of the ball? And on defense, if you get your opportunity to take it away and give it back to your offense, you've got to make the play.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. Open man downfield is Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Forced out wide. Off he goes. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. There he goes again. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Randall Cunningham. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Oh, a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. And this is not going to come close to fooling anyone. Hard to believe they thought that would work. It didn't. They come away with nothing on the extra point. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Quinshon Judkins. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Robert Griffin III. Touchdown, Cleveland. You talk about a quarterback getting things done with his legs. Everything covered downfield, but they couldn't cover him as he went down the field for a touchdown.
Mike, sometimes as a defensive coordinator, you just can't prepare for everything. In this case, you have the play defended perfectly. Passing lanes are all taken away. Everyone in coverage is where they're supposed to be. So what does the quarterback do? He tucks the ball away, and he takes it the distance for 6.
This will be returned from the 6. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
Steady! Steady!
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Headed left, buying time. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Jacksonville.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson on that one. And that will lead to a second down. Back to throw. Forced to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he will go all the way. Randy Moss. Touchdown, Jaguars.
And here's a great example, Mike, of how experience and having some veteran players at these key spots, they can work so well together. The whole idea is you need to see the game through the eyes of the quarterback, and I think that's what the receiver did such a nice job in. He was on time, he was accurate, and you never fool your quarterback. When you have two guys like this that are operating on the same page, you can see the result.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Out to his right. Now he takes off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. Here's a first carry for their running back. Good running there, getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there, and a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
A run, and here comes Judkins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Browns, first down.
Come on.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard
Now,
line.
faking the give. Moving left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to go out of bounds, though there are markers on the field, as the officials will sort this one out. So after one, 13-7 is our score. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Start of the second, Browns in control of the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he holds on to it here as he's out of bounds. That's a yard or two shy of the line of scrimmage. Therefore, that's a sack. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
20-80. 60 bikes.
He'll drop to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And he'll take it on in. Ozzie Newsome. Touchdown, Browns.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Riggs. Street. Let's go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll get that complete to Donald Parham. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw yet again. Moving outside the pocket. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Touchdown, Jacksonville. They always say, Greg, it's a dangerous throw to make, but they executed for the touchdown.
This is one of those plays, Mike, where it's like, no, yes, right? The ball comes out of his hand, and everybody on the sidelines holding their breath. That is the cardinal rule. Never throw the ball back across the middle of the field, but sometimes you get away with it. In this case, results in a touchdown.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He runs with it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
This defense is going to have to come up with some answers at halftime because they cannot allow this quarterback to just continue to have his way with them on the ground using his legs. And that's exactly what's happened so far here in the first half, and they're going to have to get that fixed and fixed quickly.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Man. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues.
Browns, first down.
Come on.
1st and 10 at the 30.
He'll look to throw. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Browns, first down.
Exiting the pocket right.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard that sets up 3rd down. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. third down. They'll set up to throw. That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. They're going to motion the tight end over here. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
4-yard loss on the play. Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway.
Ready, set.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Moving to his left.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit. Like, there was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
At the 37-yard line.
Forced out wide. He'll run again.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. Rolling to the left. His throw left is complete with Judy.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Throwing now on first and 10. Flushed to his left. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Back to the air again on second and 10. He's going to dial up another deep ball. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
The ball carried by the running back. Kevin Boyd on the stop. A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Okay,
no move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down.
Rig alert, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. Now he'll work his way out right. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Let's go now. Ready.
Here's a zone read to start the drive. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and a yard. He's going to keep this again. And he'll give it up on the pitch. He's got space inside the 25. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets to the Browns' 12. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Pushed out to his left. He's going to run it, and he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Randall Cunningham. Touch.
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Welcome, everybody, to the booth. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard for this game. And Brock, as a former quarterback, I know your focus is on the offensive side of the ball ahead of this kickoff.
Yeah, these two offenses are so fun to watch because the best offenses in this league, Kate, they're about trust. And it just pops out. When you study them during the week on the game film, you just see it. They trust one another. That's head coach, that's coordinator, that's play caller, that's to the quarterback, and then certainly the 11 on the field. Both these groups are getting it done.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Complete to Diggs out left. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later. These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Got him, man. That's Nakua. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up second down.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Former number 1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop. Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on third down. Throw here, third down. Has it down close. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up first and goal.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Let's go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10.
Let's go now. Hurt. 70.
Hand off to the back. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
First time this game, they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Ready.
3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
He's going to run for it. And unsurprisingly, Brock, he's not going to get the first here. Still failing to see the thinking behind that one as they turn it over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over on their end of the field.
That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be second down.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Dumps it off to his running back. And he gets this forward to the 19.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. The Lions out in front. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance.
Come on, go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
And the Lions, first down. 1st and
Here we
goal
go,
at
Jack.
the 9-yard line.
Quick through, taken in by Diggs. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 13-0 lead. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. Into the red zone. Touchdown on an incredible return. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Wow, down by just a score, a lot of games to go, but look here, it's an onside try. And no luck, the Lions there to recover. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. All right, I'm going to need your expertise here, Brock. You don't ever really call an onside kick there on a whim, do you? That had to be pre-planned, right?
Yeah, I think that was on the table well before they scored the touchdown, but here's the problem. That group on the other side, well, they were prepared, they were ready for it, and now, well, you've added a little bit of Uncle momentum to that side.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready?
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. The 30. Gets the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 13-point lead. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Ready?
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Working quickly here. It'll be 2nd and 7 on the other side. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. Some more from Ford Field on its way. Second down now. They need 7.
Here we go. 19 Charger.
Keeps it on the option here. They pitch it out to him here. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. Pass play on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that side.
And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. First and 10, looking to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down. They're going to try and throw it here. He beams one, deep right side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell at the INT. And the Lions get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions get more points to end a lopsided first half. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. Back to work after throwing the pick. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Back to throw it. Short pass brought in. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
First down, Jacksonville.
Looking to throw. Throwing for the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Making some progress here. That's some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. That's exactly what they did.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
By a man, he's in the clear. He's at the 30. The 10. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jaguars get it back to a 14-point game.
Jaguars 14.
Maybe a little panic here. Maybe they feel like they have to. Down 2 scores. Look at this. Lining up for the onside kick here in the third. And no luck. The Lions there to recover. And he's going to be blocked down after reaching the 43. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the third quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did you say no?
No. No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
A quick throw completed out to the left. He takes this forward a little to about the 39. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Come up, ready.
They'll run it from the gun. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Quick to the left, it's caught. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
They take this in for the score. The Lions stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one. The last line of defense. In that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop. Because a broken tackle can mean a touchdown.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Go left side, brought in by Hockenson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Offense in a hurry up here. To throw here on 1st down. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running room. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Now here he goes again. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. And he falls on his own miscue, and that sets him up with a 1st down. Here's a throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Another throw here on 2nd down. Chased out to his right. He's got him. That's Moss. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's another Jaguars 1st down.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And this is going to be a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. And this distance, a very dangerous player on any mini pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. And the Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And they chase him out of bounds. That's going to be a sack. Need to shake off that sack and quick. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw here. He finds Diggs right side. 3 inside the 30. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. A give now from the gun. And he doesn't get this one very far. Down to only about the 18. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. The Lions have fought their way to a strong lead in this one. They've got the football too. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Looking in the air here. He'll set up the screen. It's Diggs. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. The rookie out of Colorado, the one to bring him down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And they had this one well contained. So there's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. They'll throw for it. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, and sometimes they're breaking the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions feeling good with a 14-point advantage. Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5.
Get it. Ready.
He gets it again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Buys time, rolling right. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
And they're really trying to pile it on here. The offense staying out there on 4th and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions making a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, 4th and goal, and you go quarterback sneak, Brock. You know this firsthand. You better trust those big boys to help you get that ball across the goal line.
You can almost feel it the second you get done uttering the play, right? It comes out of your mouth, and those linemen just give you that look. It's like, yes, this is my chance to own the line of scrimmage, to move the people in front of me. That's a good call.
And no, they faked it! Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
You know, that's a call I'll see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone in the NFL, and for good reason. Even when you catch them off guard, the chances for success are extremely low. Can't do it.
And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. We've got a screen to the running back. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. Clock is working against them as they hurry up to the line. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Trying to push deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars get it back to within 2 possessions. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. And they corral him well behind the line of scrimmage. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And no luck, the Lions there to recover. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Okay, let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Set up the screen. Here's McCullough. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Make Bronco switch.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
He's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Ready.
They give it to him again. He has the 1st down to the 10. And he is brought down just 5 yards from the end zone. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. So it's 1 for the win column for the Lions. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for our crew, my partner Brock Huard and myself, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been Madden Ultimate Team. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.